Okay, we're live. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's get right into it because tonight's topic, I feel like a lot of you are going to see yourself in this conversation. We're talking about why business owners avoid their numbers. And I mean, really avoid them. Not opening the reports, not checking the books, just pretending it's not there. And before everyone feels called out, just know you're not alone. I work with business owners every single week, and this comes up more than almost anything else. So let's talk about it. Drop a heart in the comments if you're here. I want to see who's with me tonight. Okay. And then we're just going to go right into it. So here's the thing. When I sit down with a new client and I ask them why their books are behind, almost nobody says, I just didn't care. That's almost never the reason. What I actually hear is things like, I just didn't want to see it, or I knew it wasn't going to be good news, or even I felt so behind already. What was the point, right? It's not laziness, it's fear, it's overwhelm, it's guilt. It's that feeling of this already such a mess that I don't even know where to start. And so instead of dealing with it, we just push it off. We tell ourselves we'll get to it when things slow down. And then things never slow down. It never slow down. So does it sound familiar? Because I see it all the time. Like all the time. All right. All the time. So let me go. So let's start with the fear because honestly, this is the big one. I had a client once who hadn't looked at her books in almost a year. And when I asked her why, she said, Korean girl, I was scared of what I was going to find. And I get it because when you don't look, you can still tell yourself, Lulu, the story that things are okay. The moment you look, you have to deal with reality. Like, for real. But here's what I told her, and what I want to tell you avoiding it doesn't make the numbers better. It means you're making decisions in the dark, okay? In the like you're blindly making these decisions. So clarity is the thing that gives you control, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. And if you've been putting off getting your books together because you're afraid of what's in there, that's exactly why my services, like my done for you bookkeeping services, exist. We look at it to get together and we build a plan based on you. So the link is in my bio. You can go to my website to book a discovery call. Okay. Next thing would be, let's hop into the next thing. Now we got overwhelm. This one is so common. I can tell you I can't even tell you how many times I've heard my books are just too far gone. I don't even know where to start. And because it feels like this giant mountain, it just keeps getting pushed to the side. But here's what I want you to understand. Your books feel overwhelming because they haven't been touched consistently, not because they can't be fixed. Those are two very different things. I've walked into this situation that looked completely impossible on the surface, and with the right process, we got it cleaned up. It's not hopeless, it just needs attention and some tender loving care. And that's actually what my bookkeeping cleanup services is for. Coming in and getting things back on track, no matter how far behind things are. So, like again, holler at me, check my link in the bio. Let's get on a discovery call if that's where you are right now, okay? So don't forget to get that link. And then there's guilt. And this one is heavy. So I want to take a second with it. Some of you are embarrassed, like genuinely embarrassed about the state of your finances. And every time you think about opening those books, that shame just comes right along with it. So it's easier not to open them at all. I've had clients in tears during our first session together, not because anything was unfixable, but because they had been carrying the weight of avoiding it for so long. And what I always say is this: your numbers are information, they are not a grade. They are not a reflection of how hard you worked or working or how much you deserve to be in business. They are just telling you what's been happening, right? And now you get to decide what happens next. Okay? You're not your messy books. I promise you that you're not at all. Like this, it's like my house. I'm not my messy house. It's just the children. So next thing is breaking the avoidance habit. So what do we actually do about it? Because awareness is great, but we need action, right? Like Nike, just do it. Here's what I always tell my clients: when we're starting like fresh, stop trying to fix everything at once. That pressure is exactly what's been keeping you stuck. Instead, pick one thing, one account, 1 month, and just start there, right? Put a monthly money check-in on your calendar. So just make a calendar with dollar signs and make sure you know that's time for you to think to book that appointment, because it is. And going into it looking for information, not reasons to beat yourself up. The goal is to feel informed and not guilty. The more consistently you do it, the less scary it gets. I've watched it happen over and over again. If you want, like I said, support building that habit, I do offer one-on-one bookkeeping sessions where we work through your numbers together. So that's in my bio too. Like it's all one link. Just get a discovery call, right? And that's basically what you really need to do. So let's like get into some questions right now before I let you guys go and enjoy your rest of your week. Is it normal to feel anxious when looking at my books? So, like I said, so normal. I say the majority of business owners I work with felt this way at some point. The anxiety usually comes from connecting your numbers to your worth. Like if the numbers look bad, that means something something bad about you. And that's just not true. Once you start treating it like information instead of judgment, that anxiety starts to loosen its grip. Okay. So like think about it like that. Like you're just anxious, like you are just nervous, you're scared. It's like any other time when you go get your blood work done and you get lab results back and you're just like you know there's something that needs to be attended, like you need something to like take a look at and get information. You're a little bit nervous, like you just don't know what's going on. It's normal. Like that's what data is. Data is supposed to give you information. And when I say this is just information, this is just information because it tells you two things. It can give you information to either close your business or what do you need to do to make your business go to the next level. Like that's what the information is helping you with. It's helping you determine where you got to go next, right? Like, okay, I'm spending lots of money. Let me spend less money. Or let me bring in more income or whatever. It gives you that type of information, right? So next question is, how do I stop avoiding my bookkeeping when it feels overwhelming? Hell, book a calendar appointment. It's more than you think. Seriously, I'm talking one account, 1 month, one task, not a whole Saturday of catching up, just one thing, because momentum is built in tiny steps. And once you do one small thing, the next one feels a lot less scary. Okay. And even I'll take it a little bit further. if you have the money to hire someone, hire someone. It does not have to be me. It could be anyone out there. There's even AI services. Hire something to get this done. This is very important, y'all, because at the end of the day, you need your books to help you with everything, finances, decisions, like even you trying to buy a house for your personal side. You're gonna need your business finances together too. If you are a sole proprietor, S corp, whatever, you have to get those things in order. So like, you need to just get it done. Like, this is something we really cannot avoid. So you just want to avoid it and just get it done. Either hire, if you don't want to do it, hire someone. Like right now, I'm looking at a wall and it needs to be painted, and I don't want to do it, and I'm actually avoiding it. But I know I got to clean up this wall and then figure out I'm not painting, so I have to hire someone. It's happening. So it's the same thing with your books. You're looking at it and you know you don't have the time, the capacity, or want to do hire someone to get it done. Doesn't have to be me, but it gotta get done, y'all, by something or someone. Okay. So why do I keep procrastinating even when I know it's important? Because it's not really about the bookkeeping, like I was just saying. It's about the feeling attached to it. Fear, guilt, overwhelm. Your brain is trying to protect you from that discomfort. So it stalls. The fix is making the task smaller. So it stops feeling like a threat. You chip away at the emotion by chipping away at the task, right? So, like I said, like yeah, like I was just saying about my wall, my overwhelm is not even about the task of doing it. For me, when it comes down to hiring, it's also about like everything. Every time something breaks in my home, I know it's gonna cost me like $500. It's just like that's like the magic number. So like I'm like, dang, I don't want to spend $500 on that. I'd rather pay $500 on the flight. But like I said, it all determines like what you need to focus on. So if you know your books are bad and you know we are in Q2, the end of Q2, the third month of Q2, and we're heading into Q3, and you don't know anything about your books, and you can't give me some magic numbers like what's your profit or what's your gross or any of that, like, or nothing, like that's the problem. Like today, I had it as I was some random thing, some legal stuff, and they were asking me questions, and I was able to just pull up my QuickBooks and give them the numbers that they needed within seconds. Like, and I actually kind of knew it off the top of my head because I had just had my weekly meetings, but I just wanted to make sure. But these are numbers you're going to need to be able to know, like knowing your state ID, like knowing your social security number. You want to know your business numbers, okay? You want to know, like, if somebody you pull up to something and they're like, "Oh, if you tell me your net, your gross, I'll give you $50,000 right now." You want to know that, okay? You want to make sure you know that, okay? So, like I was saying, here's what I want you to walk away with tonight. Avoiding your numbers doesn't make you a bad business owner, it makes you human. But the longer you wait, the heavier it gets. Okay. So start small, stay consistent, and give yourself some grace, y'all. Like in the process. That's all. Just give yourself some grace. Allow yourself to be okay. So thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Drop a heart if this hits home, and please share this with another business owner who needs to hear it. Okay. I'll see you next Tuesday at 7. And do me this favor, everyone. Make sure you're productive, profitable. Make sure you're profitable, productive, and all that. Okay. See y'all next week. Bye.